The snails were quite amazing because they'd often have tugs of war with worms. So they're a carnivorous snail, so they eat worms, and they'd crawl around and they'd try and find a wormhole, and then they'd grab a worm, and the worm would be trying to go down the hole, and the snail would be trying to pull it out of the hole. Where it's a real David and Goliath struggle is where some developer of something, whether it's a coal mine or infrastructure or whatever, has managed to get the government on side. So then it's us against the developer who's normally got deep pockets and the government who's obviously got deep pockets as well. That's the beauty of the law, because the law is the law. You know, you can stand up against the government of the day and say this is what the law says, and if you're right, then you carry the day. David and Goliath doesn't matter. It's an even battle based on what the law says. Some people may well be surprised at the extent to which we can affect change through court cases, but we definitely can. Where we jump into something and we kind of change the narrative or change the story, and we look back and say, if we hadn't done that, it would be different. The Mokanui Dam, which was a massive hydro dam in the Mokanui River in Bulla, which was going to inundate enormous areas of native bush, and that ended up with Meridian pulling the pin on that because the opposition was so strong. So that was a massive win. You know, there are situations where that happens, and that is a really important feature of Forest and Bird's, I don't know, DNA or you know, its history is going and fighting, not just, you know, on the ground, but also, you know, through the courts and through the lobbying process. So it's a critical bit of what Forest and Bird is. What's at stake is the importance of our natural history in New Zealand, and making sure that we look after that as best we can, and things that shouldn't be harmed by human actions aren't harmed. You know, that's really important, and making sure that we can protect what makes New Zealand New Zealand.